Hi, my name is Shahriar Shahriari. I teach in the math department at Pomona, and over the years I've taught all kinds of different courses in the math department. This coming fall I will be teaching linear algebra, Math 60, and vector calculus, Math 67. I had to figure out something that I'd done for a very long time, and I had a routine in terms of how to run classes, how to interact with students in both office hours, one-on-one, and in classes, in classrooms. I had to figure out how to change that. So I think it worked out, actually. In my case, mathematics is something that you actually can do online, and we don't have labs, we don't have other kinds of restrictions, and so we figured a way. We figured a way to go on. But there was quite a bit of time that I had to spend. I had to spend time making videos. I had to figure out how to run classes, the actual classes, what to do with international students. All of that took just effort and time. But at the end of the day, it actually worked out pretty well during the spring. But now I sort of, and over time, I've now figured out what are the things that I can tweak and make better, and come up with some new ideas to make the class work better. I think by the end of the semester, everyone came around. All my students finished the courses satisfactory. Well, one of the things we did was that we didn't make the end of the semester to be an end-all. We made it that you could take an incomplete and finish 1 week or 2 weeks later, and some students finished 2 weeks later, some finished 1 week later, and some finished on time. But everyone at the end of the day learned the linear algebra, learned the combinatorics, the classes that I was teaching. So one of the issues is to right off the bat try to build in community building as a part of the class. I mean, one part of the class is to learn math. That part I know how to do, and the students can do that. In fact, in some ways, it's actually easier when they're home and they don't have all the other diversions and all the other things to do in terms of focusing on math and getting them to work on hard math problems. I know how to do that, and my students have all risen up to the challenge and can do that. The part that's harder is creating the community among the students, but it's not impossible. And I've have some tricks up my sleeves for doing that. You know, life throws things at you, and if you rise to the challenge and end up doing it like putting all your effort into it, at the end of it you might actually be better off. Being able to sort of individually sit at home, work at things, try for yourself to go and find other people to work with, and how you're going to learn. I mean, that's a skill that's transferable, and if you can spend the next 6 months doing that, then you actually come out of it with a skill that you didn't have before. And I think that as a whole, as a college as a whole, now that we've gone through the shock, I think the Dean of Students Office, my colleagues in the math department, all of us have realized that the key part that we have to work on is the community part. And so we're going to try various kinds of things to make that be a little bit better than it might have been otherwise.